Okay. Hey guys, it's been a minute. Life and holidays and everything, but we are closing out on our first year of podcasting, and we have done how many episodes?
Almost 12 episodes.
That's great. That's at least once a month, so I feel like we're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I didn't feel like it was that consistent. Like, I didn't think it was that many, but we actually did pull off 12. It's pretty good.
I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, because our schedules and locations and stuff.
Yeah, I think a lot has changed in a year.
Yeah.
You know, so you want to highlight on some things that have changed for you since our first episode?
Oh, what has changed for me? Girlfriend.
Okay, and how long have you and do you want to tell us your girlfriend's name?
Yeah. Started dating Skylar April 1st. And so it's almost, 3 or 4 months now?
Okay.
It's almost a year.
I was going to say the math's not mathing on that 3 or 4 months thing. But yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that. We started recording. Yeah, this has actually been a journey. We started recording your salon. We just threw up cameras, recorded, talked for like hours.
Yeah.
Recorded in the salon a few times. Then we moved, did it in my office. So we've changed locations. So kind of got this set up. And that's been a part of the process of too, is like switching all this around. We're having issues with the audio and all that.
We're a lot more, I think, what would you call this, professional? Like we look like the real deal Holyfield now. That's all good things for you. I'll say the biggest, how about this? You say what you've seen the biggest change in a year, and I'll say what I've seen the biggest change in a year with you is.
With me?
Yeah. Well, and maybe not just you, like on a personal level, just everything. Because I'll tell you this, driving over here today, almost passed this house up because prior to him having a girlfriend, it kind of looked like, what would you call that?
Scary.
Like a forest, but like an abandoned forest in his front yard.
It was sketchy.
And that's how I knew whose house it was. And then today, I mean, if you go out there, it's like, oh my God, there's a garden, there's like flower beds, there's all kind of plants, and you walk inside, there's food in the pantry, there's food in the fridge, there's always something to drink, there's actually like living room furniture, there's 2 trees in the living room now, you got plants everywhere, you've got, everything's decorated, and it's all nice and clean, and it fucking smells amazing in here. Yeah. I mean,
yeah, those changes.
Overall, I think that's the biggest thing that I've seen a difference in a year is your overall home and everything. You're a dog dad now. That's something that I am very shocked to see, but also very happy and impressed with.
Yeah, that's kind of a part-time thing, and it's
so Joseph's very cleanliness is next to godliness. So he likes things that don't make a mess, i.e., no dogs, no animals.
I don't like extra tasks, extra responsibilities.
Oh, we know that. We know that.
Low maintenance.
Yeah,
no maintenance.
He has everything to where like he doesn't have to get up to do anything. Turn the TV on, change the channel, turn the lights on, turn the fan on. Everything's done in one position because we don't want any extra work.
No, not at all.
None. Which I get it. I think that's great.
So what about you? What is your biggest changes?
So I think the biggest change for me was I had made a complete career change after doing the same thing for 17 years. So that's the biggest thing. I think my new job definitely plays into people think, and I get this quite a bit, especially over the last like year to 2 years, they think that I'm a lesbian. And usually they think that I am the butch in the relationship if I'm with like Chelsea or Rita or whatever. And now I do heavy haul, hot shot, and logistics. So trucking, which just really kind of plays into that.
Do some of your clients think that or ask?
Some of my customers?
Yeah.
I mean, that's usually my go-to if, I think that they're being a little too flirtatious or whatever. I'm just like, you're barking up the wrong tree, buddy. And if you're listening and you are one of my customers that I've said that to, then it is true. I am a big lesbian. I mean, look, it just depends. I like people in general. I love people in general. It doesn't necessarily have to be.
Well, you're putting that out there.
What?
That you're a lesbian.
No, I mean, I mean, maybe I am. Who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? Clearly, dating men has not worked out too well for me in the past. I've dated a girl before.
For how long?
Not long at all. Not long at all. But then again, like that could have just been that one scenario, you know? It could be different.
How long ago was this?
A long time ago.
Okay, I don't think I know about it. Was it public or was it kind of just...
No. Huh. No. Yeah, I was still kind of just trying to test the waters, you know, see what was going on. The thing is like I grew up in a small town, and then whenever I went to hair school, I like lost my fucking mind. You know, like I tried everything then, all kind of stuff. You know, that was one of the things that I tried.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I would say that my career change is probably the biggest thing. I actually am a lot happier now, which is crazy to say because I don't think that I am necessarily like exactly where I thought or pictured myself to be at, you know, about to be 36 years old. But I feel like my life has a lot more things in it with substance and meaning outside of a relationship. You know, like I'm a lot closer with my family. I'm a lot closer. Well, I've always been close with my boys, but, you know, it's like the time that I spend with them is a lot more intentional now because I actually have more time to spend with them with the career change and everything. I'm finding happiness in solitude a lot, you know? I think I used to, anytime I didn't have my kids, I was always like, okay, well, maybe this is like my only chance that I have to like date, you know, because I don't ever get a sitter or anything for my kids. I don't take away time from my kids for anybody, you know, unless it's like someone's birthday and it's something that's planned like weeks in advance and I'll get a sitter for it like that one night, or I'm going on vacation. But like dates and stuff, like, nah, you got to wait until I don't have my kids.
Yeah,
you know?
the same way.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't know. I'm finding that I have honestly just been really enjoying that alone time.
So when you say you're not where you thought you were going to be or wanted to be, you mean relationship-wise or just all around?
I mean, did I think that I was going to be 36 years old, been engaged multiple times without being married and have 2 kids with 2 baby daddies? No. You know, did I ever think I was going to not do hair? No. But here I am, you know? And I kind of like it. I like this. It's like definitely a challenge and a change, you know? It's different and I don't know. Feels good.
It is.
Good.
It's, I know what you mean as far as like not being where you thought you would be, or like sometimes comparing, I guess. Because whenever I switched jobs and then pretty much started over, and that's kind of like with the house and everything like that, I just put all that stuff aside and like focused on work and just, yeah, I had a choice at that time. I could have fixed all this stuff and got it right and done that. But to me, being happier and like getting to where I need to go was more important. And it's kind of humbling because you do compare yourself a little bit. It's like, I mean, you're like, you know, I feel like I should be here. Like people my age are doing this and like I'm starting over.
Yeah, but don't you think that that gives you so much anxiety? Like for me,
it's like a subconscious thing that's there, but it, you know, you just can't compare yourself. And everybody says that, but like you kind of looking like, God, like I should be here. Like I should be able to like redo this stuff and like, you know, but I made choices of what I wanted to do and then made changes and like it paid off. I invested myself.
Yeah. See, for me, I don't necessarily think that I think the opposite. I think that I did all that. I put my head down. I poured everything I had into my salon, my career, and all of that. And I think that's whenever I was the most unhappy in my life, you know, doing everything that I was supposed to be doing, that I should be doing, you know? And now that, I don't know, it's like this sense of freedom that I feel like I have now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't feel like I have an elephant sitting on my chest. You know, I don't feel like I'm anxious all the time, or like I need to be doing more, I need to be doing better, and all this stuff. You know, I don't feel like I'm in fight or flight mode anymore. I kind of feel like now I'm at a point where it's like I can actually, like, yeah, I still get stressed out and everything, but I feel like now I actually get to enjoy my life and myself, you know, even though I'm not 100% where I want to be, you know, I'm not upset that I'll say that I'm happy that I've made the decisions that I've made. You know, I'm happy to see I've quit putting so much pressure on myself, and I've quit putting so much expectation, you know, on myself, because I feel like that's not good for me. Me as a person, that's not good for me. You know, I don't like letting people down. I don't like being disappointed or someone being disappointed in me and all that kind of stuff. And so now it's like, you know, I think the need of people pleasing is done for me. You know, like what you see is what you get.
I've seen some growth with you over the past year.
Have you?
Yeah.
Elaborate on that, please.
Well, I mean, just from going all through all that stuff at the salon and then turning, like, just kind of starting over and figuring out what you're going to do. And then, like, just, you know, you were living with your grandmother for a while and then moved out on your own, just, like, making progress, moving forward. Like, I don't know the choices you've been making with guys lately, but it seemed like for a while you were making, let's see.
Can I tell you what this benchmark that I just hit? Just because we talked about it on another episode.
Well, did you hit your year mark?
I
that
hit
didn't last.
Over a month.
A month, okay.
Over a month. I have over a month of celibacy. What was the benchmark you said? A year.
A year.
Look, we take it a day at a time, okay? Day at a time. And I'll say I understand what the hype is. Now, don't get me wrong. Is it frustrating at times? Sure. But I sleep a lot better at night. You know, I'm not as, my dopamine and happiness is not coming from someone else's like attention towards me or lack thereof. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's nice. I don't know. I feel different. I don't necessarily know if other people feel it. I think they do, you know?
What do you mean? Like they go through the same thing?
No, I get told all the time, like, it's crazy because it's like, yeah, don't get me wrong. Like people be like, oh my God, you're so pretty, blah, 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 all this stuff. What I hear the most though is your energy. I love your energy. I could feel it whenever you first walked in or just being around you and stuff like that. And it's like, that's what I want, you know? That's what I want. Because that's how I feel. You know what I mean? I feel like I am like just this fucking ray of sunshine that's just, you know, happy all the time. And like, I want other people to be happy and stuff, you know, but also to understanding that like, it's not going to be like that all the time. You know, how you have to sit in some of your feelings, which is kind of hard for me to do.
Yeah. As long as you don't dwell on it though.
Yeah. I try not to dwell on it. You know, I try to.
Things that you can't change, you can't dwell on.
That's the hardest part right there. Things that you don't have control over. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I mean, it's like, I'll catch myself doing it sometimes too, but you just got to train your mind.
Yeah.
You just have to like, can't like sit there and dwell because then you're like, you can't change it. So you're just wasting time.
I think that's the biggest thing is like perspective. You know, you just have to change your perspective on it. And that does a lot, honestly.
It's hard to do. But once you like get a grip on it and you realize sometimes you catch yourself and like, wait a minute, like, why am I thinking about this? Like,
yeah,
you know,
it is, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like I am.
It's 100% in your head.
Yeah. I feel like I'm finally getting to a spot, like I'm getting to the person that I've always been, but I'm like that outwardly now, you know, like I don't feel like I have to hide parts of myself or water myself down or do any of that kind of stuff. You know, I attract the people that like me for me, and the ones that I don't, you know, move the fuck along. Sayonara, suckers. But
wait, what's the song? The Lil Wayne song? Fuck who I want, fuck who I don't.
Yeah, I fuck who I want and fuck who I don't. Got that filet, something. I don't know. Yeah. For that filet mignon, something. But yeah. I mean, so all in all, I think in a year, definitely some growth on both ends for sure. I'm glad to see that you're in a happy, healthy relationship. You know.
Yeah.
I honestly think for me that I will find that later in life.
I mean, I didn't expect it. I wasn't looking for it.
Yeah, but I mean, look, you're 45. That's way later in life for me.
Gotta throw that out there.
10 years. In 10 years, I'll find it. You did, So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just happy with it. I'm not trying to. I'll tell you another thing, too. I think you'll be proud of me for this because this is rather new for me.
What?
Why are you taking a sip out of that like you're trying to sneak it? Or you stole it?
I was trying not to be loud because before you're shaking the ice or something like that.
But I will say that I have stopped pretending to not give a fuck. And I've actually, if I feel a certain way, good or bad, so if I like someone and I want to see that person, I will say it. And I'm not scared or afraid to look like a soft ass bitch. Because I am deep down soft. There's certain parts, I think.
Give me an example. So you've done this recently with somebody?
Yeah. Yeah. Kind of.
Was it hard? Was it
really hard.
Swallowing your pride or ego? Or
it's not even the ego or the pride. It's like one of those things where it's like,
Is it fear?
Yeah, 100%, 1,000%. It's always fear because this is what it is for me. It's like I will go into the situation with the upper hand because they're came to me first. And then it's like the second I start to, be nice or like whatever.
Put your guard down.
Yeah. That's whenever they do something fucking stupid that makes me look like an idiot or it makes me feel like an idiot and then it makes me recluse. And then I'm like, you know what? Nah, fuck you. It's like I don't let people make mistakes. Which I know I need to work on that. But I don't know. I think I'm making progress. Slow progress, but it's there,
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely good because I used to be the same way. I mean, anything I would just give me a reason.
Yeah.
To stop talking to you.
Oh, look for a reason. You gonna find it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would just literally look for reasons.
Yeah.
Or just anything
Yeah.
But it's I don't know.
What do you think that?
My relationship recently has just been different. We've had.
How so? That's what I was gonna ask you.
I mean, I don't know. It's just we get along really good, and we did have something that come up once, and
What do you feel like the biggest thing that you've noticed that's different about this relationship than any of your other relationships?
Actually, I like being around her.
All the time?
Yeah. There's never a time where I'm like, I wish she was not here.
Okay.
Because that feeling to where you can only be around somebody so much. Even if it's like a family member or something, it's just like.
What's funny? I always wonder because I know that
but
my personality
we're together
is...
and it's we never bother each other. It's not like we, I need to leave or something, or I'm just wake up and she's just annoying me or anything like that. I don't know. We've just clicked from the beginning. Right when we first started hanging out, we were together for 4 or 5 days.
Well, that's how they say it happens. It's like one time they say, isn't it weird how two strangers meet and then they never separated after that? They literally spent all their time together. I wish I knew that. I'll be honest, I've never been with someone where I've been like, man, I want to be around them all the time and they don't aggravate me at all.
Yeah, and it's just there's not an awkward, even when you're with somebody that you like, that you're dating a lot, there's sometimes an awkward or just distance.
Yeah.
Or you feel like you need to get away or something like that. I don't know.
I feel like maybe that also plays into the, how I've always told you, I want someone that I feel like I can be 100% myself with, that I don't feel like is gonna, I want to be able to share the most fucked up, deepest, darkest thought or whatever that I've done or whatever, and not have to worry about that person looking at me differently or thinking of me differently, realizing that that's not what makes me me. That's just something that I did,
I will say there's sometimes when we were having conversations that sometimes some details need to be left out. I'm just like, both ends.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, that's it. You know, I get the picture.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't need
Well,
more visual.
that's understandable. I think I definitely have been guilty of that for sure.
But you're just talking because you're like friends.
Well,
and you're like just talking. It's not like trying to like.
You're not purposely trying to piss the other person off.
You're just like talking with your best friend.
Yeah.
And then, but all of a sudden, like sometimes it's too much.
Sometimes, like, yeah, like I think you said less is more.
Yeah.
You know, detail wise.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's definitely fucking gotten me in some trouble before for sure.
And it's not intentional. It just comes out.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a very descriptive person. I talk a lot. So if you let me keep talking, I will keep talking, you know?
Oh, I know.
So it's like one of those
Had
things.
to cut you off on one of those.
Yeah, dude, I won't shut the fuck up. I do. And this is me medicated, man. Imagine like when I couldn't get my Adderall for a while, that was the worst, man.
I could not. I was all over the place.
I can't function. I cannot think straight.
What is going, like, why does that happen? It's like every year there's a shortage and nobody has medicine.
It's not every year. It happened it started happening whenever that one, what the fuck was it? Like a pharmaceutical company?
Like, I hate having to take it, but I need to take it during the day for work.
I mean, I hate having to take it too, but if I don't take it, like I wouldn't be able to have a job.
I'd get in a wreck. I'd wreck my car.
Just like, oh, no Adderall.
No, just looking and not paying attention. And then, like,
yeah.
You know, I say, look, and all of a sudden, next thing you're looking at the phone and
you
look
put
around.
some WD-40 on that chair. Or stop moving so much.
That's not going to happen.
Well.
I'm too fidgety.
Yeah. Maybe you should lay off the Adderall a little bit. No, but yeah, I mean, yeah, that is pretty frustrating. But we're getting off topic. Again, see, that hasn't changed in a year.
Nope.
At all. So the topic today was I don't necessarily know how to say this as a topic. Okay. So you're the one that's in a relationship right now, right?
Yes.
Yes. So I would say that there are certain things, like when you first meet a person, right? This is a big thing for me too. When I first meet a person, you're seeing me how I am. Okay. Like, I'm not trying to impress you. I am who I am. You know, if you meet me at the gym, clearly I like going to the gym. If you meet me, you know, I'm getting coffee. I love drinking coffee. If you meet me while I'm grocery shopping, not saying I like to do that, but that is definitely something that I do on a regular basis. Now, you and I were talking before we started recording, and you were saying how Skylar is going to dinner with one of her friends tonight.
Yeah.
And grabbing cocktails, whatever, and you're super cool with that. But you were saying that you're not cool with her, like, going out and stuff.
Yeah.
Because you said, what'd you say? You don't
Well, I said for us in our relationship, from the beginning, going out is not something that I wanted to do, and I don't want to be in that atmosphere going out. And I don't, like, if she started wanting to going out and stuff, partying and stuff to bars and like clubs and stuff, that's something that I wouldn't be cool with.
And why is that? But is that something that she was doing before y'all were together?
I mean, she would go out to like a casino or something like that, or like Texas Club or something like that, but it wasn't. We were on the same page. I was just transparent of what I wanted, because I don't want to be somewhere like that's just not where I'm at. I don't want a distraction where my girlfriend's out or something like that, unless we go together. And we do that. We just have a boundary, and we want to be together. And it's like, I feel like if you do that and when you start going to different places, and can be different for everybody, but then you're going out dressed up to a place where people are going to meet other people. And then there's certain things, you know, okay, so then you go out with your girlfriends, right? Or I go out with my friends. So let's say, girl, you go out with your friends and guys start buying you drinks. Mm-hmm. So how do you feel about that? Should guys be buying you drinks if you have a boyfriend? And you're with your friends.
No. I don't let guys buy me drinks now and I'm single, just because I'm like, one, I don't trust a motherfucker not to drug me because I've been drugged way too many times. And two, it's my thing is like, just because you buy me a drink does not mean that I'm going to sit here and fucking talk to you and pretend to like you. You know what I mean? Like, I will talk to a complete stranger. How about this? I'll buy you a drink. You know what I mean? Like, Thank you. I appreciate it. What do you want? Sure. Here you go. Nice to meet you. I appreciate it. I have a boyfriend, whatever.
Yeah.
Now,
I just think it's putting yourself in a certain environment and position to where things could happen or escalate or something like that. Not saying they would or somebody would act on that, but it's just not something that either one of us want. And from the beginning, we're on the same page. It's not like I'm going, you can't go out. Like, if you want to start going out all the time, that's fine. I just wouldn't want to be with somebody like that.
Okay.
Because I'm at a point in my life where I don't want that.
Okay. I think for me...
But also, I'm 45. I don't need to be going to nightclub,
I mean, yeah. You said it.
And you see what happens when I go.
Yeah, no, you definitely... I just think that alcohol and you is probably not a good mix. Maybe every now and then, if you pace yourself. But I can agree with that. I see that side of it. I think that what I don't understand... If it's both a mutual agreement that, like, no, that's neither one of us want to be going out, then that's fine. But I think it also has to start with, like, what were your reasons for going out prior to being in a relationship? Was your reason for going out because you were single and you were trying to find someone? Then, yeah, it makes sense. Once you get in a relationship, like, I don't need to fucking go out anymore. I already found the person that I was looking for. You know what I mean? Now, I have tons of friends of mine that are, like, super successful doctors, lawyers, all that kind of shit. They go out like 2-3 times a week, man. And sometimes usually on the weekends too, you know, they enjoy it. They like it, you know, and I don't see anything wrong with it. If you're in a relationship and that's who you were before, and it's not because you were going out looking for someone, it's because you were going out because you enjoy that. You like socializing. You like being in those settings. You like talking to people. You like drinking, whatever. To each his own. And I don't think that it's okay. I guess my biggest thing is, like, if someone was like that when you met them or before you got in a relationship with them and you knew that about them, why do you feel the need for that person to change once they are in a relationship? You know?
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest with you. I think most people cheat.
I think it works different for everybody, though.
Yeah.
And it's... that's one thing I don't think you should try to change somebody, because I've had girls, like, my work schedule is always weird, and they act like they're cool with it, and then afterwards they want to change it. And that'd be like, if I was like, okay, I'm cool with you going out, and that's who you are when we meet and start dating, and then all of a sudden I start trying to pull all this stuff. No, I mean, I just, from the beginning, that was just something that I personally didn't want, not with any,
Yeah.
I don't want, and she was, she was married for I don't know how many years. She was going out to meet people and stuff, and just she's not from here, and that's what she was doing.
Yeah.
So we've just been on the same page about that. It's not like a controlling thing, I don't think. That's just how
Are you cool with her? Like, let's just say she decided that she wanted to have a girls' night and they go out, just the girls, like one weekend night out of the month.
Probably not.
Probably not, or?
No.
Okay.
That's just not what I want.
So you'd be cool with it?
No.
She can't go on a girls' night and go out to the club with just the girlfriends, just like one night out of the month.
No, because then it would be, I don't think she would want me doing that also.
Okay, and why not?
I don't know. We just don't want to do that. We like hanging out. Like, we actually like doing stuff together all the time.
Oh, yeah. No, I think that's great.
So
for sure.
It's not something that we're interested in right now.
Okay.
Okay.
So if she was to ask you, though, you would be okay with that?
No.
And why not?
That's just not what I want.
So one night out of the month?
Nah, I just don't want a girl that's out in clubs and stuff.
So you think one night out of the month, one night out of 31 days in a month is her being out in the club?
It's the whole thing. That's just the way I am.
Okay.
That's just like the dynamic I have. I've been in relationships before where it didn't matter and we both did different things. Okay. It's just the way this has worked out. That's just not what I want.
Okay. That's fair.
And I just don't want that. Like, I just don't want to be in that kind of environment. And
what kind of environment is that? Do you want me to stop?
I mean, it is what it is. Like, why do you want to feel the need to get dressed up and go out and to where single people are trying to meet other people, where people are probably going to buy you drinks. And then it's like, that's going to happen. Some guy's probably going to buy people drinks. And then it's like, okay, let's reverse that. Is it okay if I'm with my friends and I have a girlfriend and I buy drinks for girls?
No, because you're initiating it.
Oh, so it's different. That's a double standard. So you can take one from somebody, but I couldn't buy drinks.
If a girl came up to,
if I was with a group of friends and I was like, okay, but then see, and that's where it starts getting like, you know, people get say controlling or what it is.
No.
You can fight all you want.
No. That's not even the same situation.
Absolutely,
if a guy came up to me.
No, I'm talking about if I was with a group of friends and girls walked up and I pay for drinks for everybody.
If you pay for drinks for the guys and the girls, there is nothing fucking wrong with that. What is wrong with that? Are you trying to fuck one of the girls?
No.
Well, then you're just buying someone a drink. You're buying the whole group drinks. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's the whole thing.
What is it?
That's not what I want.
Okay. Well, this is, look to each his own. I think that's, if you don't want that, I think that there's underlying issues as to why you don't want that. And I think it comes down to, you know, a fear of something happening or a fear of something happening and you not knowing about it. You know what I mean? And I'm just saying in general, not specific
I think
to
putting
anyone.
yourself in certain positions and situations gives the opportunity, like, why would you be putting yourself, like, I don't want to put myself in positions and situations where something could happen or potentially happen or somebody thinks something's going to happen. So,
I mean, okay, but if we say that in the sense of like, all right, well, let's think about people in their work spaces, you know? I mean, a nurse in a hospital and they got some hot ass doctors walking around and you're with them every single day.
that's one of the highest careers where people cheat.
I know, that's why I said it. So it's like, okay, I mean, at that point, do you want her not going to work anymore?
No, I mean, that's completely different. You're talking about going to a club where people are going that are single to meet other people. And you're comparing that to
Why
work.
do you think that people go out to meet other people? Because I got news for you. Look, 9 times out of 10, if I'm going out with my girlfriends, I'm not going out to meet anyone. I'm with the people that I would be meeting there. That's it. You know, now, hey, if I meet someone, if they come up to me and they're like, hey, blah, 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 whatever, sure. Because I got news for you. Look, I have a group of my girlfriends who are married. All of them are married, okay? They have husbands. And look, you see us out on our girls' brunch days or if we have a girls' night out or whatever, one of the husbands said it. They may be wild as fuck. Meaning like we'll be on top of some fucking random dude's shoulders. If there's a guy in a wheelchair, you best believe we're going to be on his lap taking a spin. Okay. But
yeah, one of your friends got on my shoulder at City Club and I had her neck. I was like, oh.
Yep.
And it popped it too.
Exactly. But see, this is the thing. It's all just fun. Like it's not, one of the husbands even said it. They may be wild as fuck, but they are loyal as shit and you don't have to worry about any of them doing anything stupid or allowing the other person to do anything stupid. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't think that guys, like I think for guys, the way that you guys communicate with your friends and the type of friendships that you have with like another man and like what you value in a friendship is completely different than females. You know, for us, it's like, I don't care where I am as long as I'm with them, we're going to be having a good time, you know, and it's not about, you know, what guy's looking at us, what guy's trying to buy us drinks, who can we go home with or anything like that. It's like genuinely like food for our soul, you know, us being around each other without kids, without our husbands or boyfriends and just being able to just fucking not have any responsibility and just be in the moment with our girlfriends. You know what I mean? And I don't think it's necessarily like that with guys. I mean, you guys enjoy like, not you specifically, but like, you know, watching a fucking football game at somebody's house or going hunting or...
I'm also a different age than you too. Like if I was 35, I might would be doing stuff like that differently. And that's probably whenever I was that age, that was like, you know, something that I would probably do.
I mean, look,
like... Going out and then girls a date, going out and doing our separate things. It's just now, like in life, like... I just don't want to be dating somebody who's going out, feels the need to go out in clubs and bars.
Okay, so what if she
That's
decided?
just not the lifestyle
Okay,
I want.
let's change the setting then. So let's not say a club or a bar. Let's say that she decides that she wants to start taking like an art class or a pottery class or something like that, will take about 2 hours of her time a day, 3 times a week. You're cool with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's just the setting.
Yeah. That setting's not something that I want.
Okay. So what if it was like a co-ed softball team or a soccer team or something that she was, you see the point that I'm trying to make here, right?
I mean, that's different. Like being in a nightclub or a bar where people are going out and alcohol's involved and people like are going out, maybe not you and your friends, but people are going out for like, it's just, I think it's a bad environment to put yourself in.
So like, just randomly, like I said, one night a month, that's a bad environment to put yourself in because something bad could happen because there's alcohol and single people and all that kind of stuff. But
it's just not.
If someone was to say, like, I love playing soccer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's say Skylar liked playing soccer and there's a co-ed team that she would be on and it would take up 2 to 3 nights a week, about 3 or 4 hours that she's intimately with other people, other guys who are single. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, if she really wants to do it. But she's not really like athletic, so.
Oh my God, dude, this is what irritates the fuck out of me whenever we do these is because it's like, it's in general.
Well, you've got to like, you have to like prove it to you. It's just like,
it's not proving a point.
Or it's just like, have to be right about something or like.
No, I'm not trying to be right. No.
It's
I'm
like,
not trying to be right.
Like, you got to like have this position on, I'm going to do this and like, it doesn't matter. Like, that's what you want.
Oh, 100%. I'm always going to do it no matter what. If I want to do it, I'm going to do it. What I try to do with you.
I'm going to go out because regardless of whatever, and that's fine. Do it.
No, what I'm trying to do with you and anytime that we have these discussions is that I'm trying to get down to the real reason as to why you feel that way. You know what I mean? That's what it is. That's what the interview process is. That's what talking is. You got to undo the layers like Shrek, the ogre with the onions. There's many layers to the onion, I think there's many layers. Instead, you try to keep it plain and simple and in a, either specific or generic term. It's like, I just don't want her going out to the club. I don't want to be with somebody who goes out to the club.
Yeah.
And it's just the club.
Yeah.
Just the club. Yeah. See, but there's a reason why you don't like that. There's a reason why, and it's not just because of your age. It's because you don't like that. You know that she's an attractive girl. Yeah. You know that she's going to get hit on when she goes out to the club or to the bar or whatever, and you don't want her to be in a position to where something like that could happen.
I think she feels the same way. She doesn't want me going out.
100%. Look, I'm not saying
that. We just like being around each other. We don't literally, whenever she goes out to eat with her friends, she's like ready to come home to me.
Yeah.
Like
well, that's good.
Doesn't even want to be there. Like, I'm not saying she doesn't want to be around her friends, but she like wants to come out, hang out.
Yeah.
And so I don't know.
Yeah.
It just works for us. It works. So
I think that's great. I think that's great. Good for you.
That and honestly, there's really nothing to do in Baton Rouge. I don't know. There's all kind of shit going off. I think your phone's going off in the bathroom, or it was earlier.
Both of my phones are right here. I don't know what that was.
That might be the new vacuum or something.
Oh, there's a new vacuum too. Okay. Yeah. Was there ever an old vacuum?
There was. It would get stuck under the counters and stuff, and I have to pull it out. It's stuck under the couch. I got one that's a little bit bigger.
Okay, that's great. Good job. Is it one that does it on its own?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. All right, well, good. Good. That was good talk. I could tell you were getting a little irritated with me, so we'll change the subject.
Well, no, I mean, my position is my position on it. It's not like a controlling thing.
I don't think it's controlling. I didn't say it was controlling.
You can't go anywhere, woman.
Well, I only say that because this is, and I don't say in terms of going out, okay? I guess I was talking more of like from my personal standpoint. What you see is what you get. If you see me out and you see me doing a helicopter from a ceiling fan or fucking swinging from a rafter or on somebody's shoulders or riding around on a guy's lap in a wheelchair, it doesn't matter the setting. I would do that in the grocery store. Okay? I would do that at a family function. I would do that intoxicated or non-intoxicated. So what's frustrating, and I think the double standard for me and what the point I was trying to get at is that if you know a person is like that prior to being in a relationship with someone, right? Like you've seen them out, you know that that's how they are, whether it's drinking, whatever kind of setting it is, that's who they are. Why is it whenever said person gets into a relationship, those things are now things that they're not okay with? You know? How is it that, because that's what I would love to know, because that seems to be a huge issue for me in any relationship that I've been in.
Boundaries. Or
what do you mean boundaries?
Things control, like people changing and trying to control you.
No, yeah. I guess you would say it's that. It's like, what's frustrating for me is like, you knew I was like this prior to, you know?
Well, see, that's where I think it's an issue. And like I said, I've had that issue, and it's like work or even other things where in the past where girls would act like they were fine with something and then they're not. And I'm like, hey, look, I've been transparent from the beginning.
Right.
Like, now you're trying to change things up. And they've admitted sometimes like, well, I thought you would change once we started dating. You know, and not do that anymore.
What fucking point does that make?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, not point. Well, what sense does that make?
It doesn't. And that's just like, you should be transparent from the beginning.
Like, I thought you would change once we got together.
Yeah, I've had people say that. And
once we got in a relationship, I thought you would change.
Yes. You've never.
Why would you want to be, don't you want to be with the person that you met? And not with a different person once you get with that person?
I don't get it, because I was like, look, I've been transparent from the beginning. Like,
right.
That's why I don't hold back. I just do what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
This is how I am.
Yeah.
You know?
That
I don't want a
just
surprise.
blows my
And I
mind.
think there's a lot of people, though, that do, like, you've dated people act a certain way, and then after you've dated them for a little bit, then all of a sudden they change. And, like, you know, that's not how they are.
Yeah. That's usually how it is for me. Like I say, like, they seem fine.
You put a front on.
They seem fine with the way that I am. They love that I'm crazy or I'm wild or that I don't get embarrassed or whatever, you know, in the beginning. And then once we are in a relationship or once, you know, we have to be around other people or once they feel like they have me is whenever they try to change everything.
What boundaries do you have as far as if you're dating a guy, he just do whatever you want? If he was out at the club like 5 nights a week, every night a week, party and come home at 5 in the morning, you wouldn't care.
I mean, not that I wouldn't care. I would definitely fucking care because to me, like, if you're out in the streets that much, stay in the streets. Don't come back to me. You know what I mean?
That's not the lifestyle you want.
Well, it's of course not every night of the week. Now, if he wanted, look, I have kids. So, like, every other weekend, I'm fucking occupied. Every other week, I'm occupied, you know? So it's like, especially, I guess, in the early on stages, if we're not living together and we're just dating, let's just say in terms of dating wise, like being in a relationship, I mean, shit, like, I think that if you are truly secure in yourself and who you are, that what another person does, as long as they're not disrespecting you, should not matter. You know, like I think it drives fucking guys nuts, but like I learned a long time ago, like that's one thing that you cannot control. You cannot control another person's actions or another person's feelings, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, and I've always told guys this, if you go out and you feel the need or the want to fuck somebody else or be with somebody else, don't let me stop you. By all means, do it because we shouldn't fucking be together anyway. Yeah, if you have that feeling, you know what I mean? That means that we're lacking something, you know? We're lacking something that you feel like you can find somewhere else. And look, can I sit here and try to be like a fucking egotistical bitch and be like, it wouldn't bother me at all? No, of course. Like, yeah, it would probably break my fucking heart if I found out that the person cheated or if they messaged me or even if they didn't cheat and they told me like, hey, I met someone last night, whatever. Yeah, I would probably be hurt or upset or my feelings would be hurt, but I think it would be more about my ego than anything else, you know? Oh, like I'm not enough for you or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like, I want someone to want to be with me for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to have someone that is with me for the wrong reasons, you know? Because if that's the case, they're always going to find something better or something that's more of what they want.
Yeah.
You know what I
agree
mean?
with that completely.
And
I don't want anybody to pretend or do something they don't want to do. Like, I have certain things just in general, and that, you know, either...
Oh, interests? Like things that you enjoy doing?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Because I'll say this, I think that's the biggest fucking mistake somebody can make in a relationship, especially early on. If you are not interested in something that the other person is interested in, do not pretend to be interested in it.
I don't think you should pretend anything.
Well, no, but I know look, and I'm guilty of it, okay? I had an ex of mine that was
Let it all out. Let it all in the beginning, because you're just wasting time, and then you're disappointed whenever it doesn't work out.
Well, you know? This is, and I don't mean on things that are like as serious as like something like that. I'm saying like, okay, music type. Let's just put that out there, okay? I like songs with words, okay?
Okay.
I love songs with words.
What would be songs without words? Just like EDM music or something?
Yep. And look.
You don't like it at all?
I like the ones with words. Okay.
Some of it like, but like in certain situations.
I feel like the ones that don't have words, and I'm sure people are going to hate me saying this, and don't come for me, okay? This is just a personal preference of mine. I think my brain is chaotic enough, and there's so much shit going on up there that like I can't have music that just makes it go, Jesus Christ, that makes it go more. It died? Can we keep going?
I think so.
We'll just have the other views. We'll wrap it up soon.
Okay.
It's been a minute, you know, so we're getting there. I'm fucking lost my train of thought.
And that's it. Another lost thought.
Fuck, man. What was I saying?
No, I think you should be transparent. And
no. That's what I was getting on. Don't let me, I'm going to forget if I don't say it. So I had someone that I talked to, dated previously that was, oh my God, loved EDM music. Okay. Just loved it. And I think I loved that he loved it so much, you know, that he was so interested in it and everything. So like that made me want to be interested in it. I can tell you this, I fucking hated it. I hated it. I had to pretend to like he would send me songs and stuff, and like 9 times out of 10, I wouldn't even fucking listen to it, to be completely honest with you, because I'm like, no, let me just put some fucking Tracy Chapman on, or some fucking Four Non-Blondes or Metallica or something that I fucking know that I actually want to listen to, you know? And what sucks is that like over time, it's like one of those things where like when we went to go split ways, I just wanted to be like, you know what? Your taste of music fucking is trash. And I've always thought that. Hated it. You know, it's just one of those things. And it's like,
everything should be transparent from the beginning. More transparent, the less you'll be let down, I think.
I think
even
so as
from
well.
Like you talked about before, and I talked about people with the dating apps stuff or online, you know, putting a hat on when you don't have hair, and then being disappointed when somebody's upset about that, or having 10 filters on and makeup and AI and a filter.
Okay, but that's lying.
Yeah, I mean, you're misleading. It's still like on the same time, you know, you're not being transparent. You're disappointed. You show up and you're not the person that, you know, you're portraying to be. And you let, I don't know why it didn't work out.
I think that's a little bit more obvious though, physically wise.
Well, it's
you know
on
what
the
I mean?
physical side, but it's the same thing with like, as far as, oh yeah, like I love to play golf or do this or that, and you fucking don't, and then why are you playing golf all the time?
Right.
Stop playing, you know, I wish you stopped playing golf. You said you loved it when we started dating. You know?
Yeah. No, I do think that like, I will say that, you know, I think that you can enjoy, like I said, I wanted to like it because I saw how much he liked it. And it made me happy to see him happy, you know? And it kind of felt like that was maybe, if I did get into it, that was something that we could bond over or bring us closer, you know? Which, like you said, it's just better to be transparent, because that is not what happened. It just made me fucking hate it more. But
well, I don't like country music, but I tolerate it.
Oh, gasp. What?
I tolerate
That's what I was singing.
I mean, she plays it, so it's not, you know, it's not something. And I've been transparent. I'm like, I don't really like this, but I'll listen to it.
Know I never lie.
But I really think it comes down to just boundaries, not controlling, and then both of us being on the same page with it from the beginning, just of what we wanted and expectations.
Yeah. I mean, boundaries are super important for sure. They have to be. That I will say that is probably one thing within a year time frame that I've definitely focused on, is setting boundaries and making sure that I don't compromise those boundaries, honestly, for anybody.
Yeah.
You know, that's not, but I think that you have to, I think boundaries are something that can be moved, okay, or situated or come to an agreement. It's definitely not something that's set in stone. You know what I mean? I think that I was so hell-bent, like, probably a year ago or a year and a half ago on, like, I'm never going to allow someone to put me in that position again, like with an ex or whatever, you know, to where you set concrete boundaries that don't necessarily need to be concrete, you know, that
based on the previous experience.
Right. That, you know.
And sometimes it's hard, like, to not carry over the previous experience with somebody else because it might be different with them.
Yeah.
Because somebody else took it to the extreme.
Like, look, like my ex used to say that he was a consultant, i.e. jobless.
More people want to hear about that. More people, they're like, they want to hear that story.
What, how I financially supported someone for almost 2 fucking years? Yeah. Like, it's, honestly, that's
the
one
last video, you're
like,
well, I'm going to stop right here. You're getting mad about it.
No, it's fine. That's one of the ones I think that was the biggest eye opener for me, is the with the people pleasing thing, you know, especially whenever it's with people that I care about. That's whenever I compromise my boundaries the most, you know. I'll put myself out before I put someone else out, especially someone that I care about. And that's not, if you're always filling up other people's cups, who's there to fill up yours? You know what I mean? And it's like, that was definitely, he definitely taught me that I needed to have boundaries, just have them in general, you know? But I think that he caught me at a very weak moment. You know, he caught me at a time where, like, I had just gotten out of probably like the longest, most traumatic psychological torment, tumultuous. Is that tumultuous? Tumultuous.
I don't know.
I think my lips and my teeth are too big sometimes for me to say certain words.
I don't even know that word.
Tumultuous. Tumultuous? That's not it. Tropitulous. No, tumultuous relationship. And I just wanted to be loved. You know, I just wanted to be loved. And man, like, you know, that honeymoon phase that they give. That's why I say you got to give it 3 months. You got to have at least 3 months with someone before you can sit there and say that, like, yes, I for sure want to be in a relationship with this person, because I think, you know, if you're spending consistent time with someone for 3 months, there's going to be a time where something comes up. Something comes up, like a little disagreement, or, you know, something that they say or do that you don't necessarily like, and to see how they respond to that or whatever, you know. Because that's the biggest thing. It's not necessarily if they get mad over something, or, you know, if they don't like something. It's how they handle that once that's there. Their reaction.
Yeah, I say reaction, and just if they're putting it on the front about certain things, that's only going to last so long.
Yeah. We can end it on this note. You know what I think is so fucking funny?
What?
To me? The amount of times that, like, guys have been like, oh my God, please don't talk about me on your podcast. And I'm like, calm down. Your number's not even saved in my fucking phone. If you honestly think that I would ever talk about it. Should we start doing that? Should we start doing story times with every dating mishap that I have? We'd have to film a lot more.
We can.
Maybe it'll keep me from having dating mishaps. I keep myself busy.
We don't ever use names. Have we?
Not
really. I don't think we've dropped names.
I don't think so.
No, we.
If I have, it's been about like a guy friend, a good like friend of mine, you know.
Yeah, I know. When I said something about the pictures, I had all kind of.
What pictures?
Texts and stuff.
I mean, who doesn't fucking like
No, that's not even.
nudes? But honestly, you're not the only one.
But it wasn't that.
I know what you're saying.
It wasn't that I don't like them or don't. I just said from a dating perspective.
I have guy friends who like have never even taken a girl out on a date or like
don't even the recycled stuff.
Don't even have their numbers, okay? And they'll what's that song? Snapchat me your pussy hoe. They'll fucking Snapchat that just fucking spread eagle, you know? Same thing with like guys with that unsolicited dick pics. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna say this in the camera, okay? So you can hear it and see it on my face. There is never, ever, 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 ever gonna be a time where it's okay for you to send an unsolicited dick pic to anyone. Ever. Ever. So just if you have the thought to do it, don't do it. And honestly, what I would love to know is the ones that do, because it's way more than you think, strangers who are okay with sending their dick to people that they don't know. You know what I threatened to do on my Snapchat?
What?
Wait,
you made a post where you threatened?
If another motherfucker sends me, the next person to send me an unsolicited dick pic, it's getting reposted on my story. So you better love it. You better love it. Because I think on Snapchat I had like 15,000 followers. Guess what? All 15,000 of them are about to see your penis.
Yeah, I'm good.
I don't get it. I don't understand it. Well. I want to know the success rate. That's what I want to know.
You know, I don't think that was really, probably before Snapchat, it really wasn't like a thing. Mm-hmm. Not as much.
Facebook Messenger, 100%.
Maybe Facebook Messenger, I don't know. But I guess before social media, people weren't. Probably, I would say Snapchat probably increased that shit. Well, most of that goes through Snapchat. I don't know with Facebook.
Well, that was like the thing we talked about that one time. Like, my thing is like, would you do that in person, right? Would you just walking up to somebody on the street and you think she's cute, just be like, hey, woo? Probably not. Would you? Would you? No. But the difference there is that if no one's around, it's just a moment in time that happened. There's no evidence of it whatsoever.
With Snap, because it's a picture, it goes boom.
I just said in person. No. Snapchat? No. Let me tell you something. If you take your camera out, okay, to take a photo of something, whether it's Snapchat, Instagram, the cloud, whatever it is, it's there.
No, Snapchat actually backs up the history of everything. You can download it, and every single snap that's been sent to you,
that's what I'm saying,
or you've sent, can be downloaded. It's a certain file you open up, and you can open images, message, thread, everything can be changed. It's all on there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, there's always going to be a digital footprint.
Oh, there's a footprint. People don't know that. Some people don't think it just goes away. It doesn't.
Yeah, no. So, just keep that in mind. That's my PSA for you. Don't do it. But I do understand. I think that's what you meant whenever you were saying you didn't like nudes.
I said from a dating standpoint, if someone was trying to like,
it's a little too pick me. Like, I'm desperate. You know what I mean? Like in the beginning, or if like you haven't even been on a date or anything like that. Now. No,
to me it would be like, how many people does this picture go to?
Yeah.
Because I've been around guys before where there was a girl that I dated or talked to or something, and then they pull out their phone like, hey, look, the girl, so-and-so, look, and it's the same picture she sent me, and I'm like,
yeah.
No, like 8 people have the same pictures, like, look, she's just blasting them out there.
I will say this, like, tasteful nudes, I mean, look, I think a general rule of thumb is that, like, if they were to get leaked, would you feel okay with that? Now, see me, 100%. 100%. I might repost it. I'm kidding. I would not. I would not. No. I would not. Maybe. No, I'm kidding. But you might have to take that out. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that with my new job.
Okay. Well, all right. So that's a wrap because the camera's out, and I don't know why, because this battery's memory card might be full.
I feel like we could keep talking, but no, it's fine. We can
we did have another subject. It was boundaries, and then what was the other one after that?
So I wrote it down.
Damn it, we're having a screen. All right, we're gonna put a screen right there so we can.
No, that was it. Going out. Oh. Okay, I know we mentioned it before on one of the episodes, but I do think that the audience needs to get to know us better.
Okay.
Maybe you better.
The questions?
I think we're going to do a set of not like rapid fired where it's like answer the question really fast, but like you have to answer the question. You're allowed one pass and it's 21 questions. Okay. So I think we have 4 subscribers on our, we need all 4 of you guys to send in a list of questions. Now, neither one of us are going to be able to see these questions.
How about we just chat GPT it?
No. Stop relying on a fucking robot for everything.
I love that robot.
I'm sure you do.
I would get a chip in me if I could.
Oh, God.
You would too.
No, I would not. I would not. You know what I like? I like authenticity. That's what I like.
I don't know the word. I don't know.
It what?
I don't know. Lost.
Exactly. So no. I think that it would be better because I think people have like questions that they specifically want to know about us. You know?
I think we need to go live or something sometimes for like a couple minutes on one of the episodes.
We could go live.
We could. We might set up like an iPhone or something.
Why don't we go live right now?
The cameras and stuff. On what?
I mean, I can go live right now on the podcast page. We could do it right now.
No, I think we need to do it where we set the podcast page up and do it like on Facebook. All right, look, we're going to wrap this up because we're just sitting here talking about, I don't even know what we're talking about, the topics, and Jordan's trying to get something out of me, probably.
You know what I was doing? I was testing your boundaries to see, now that you're in a relationship, how far can we go with these questions?
I'm fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. No, I think you definitely do need to leave some things. Like we were saying earlier, details should probably be left out in certain topics.
Certain things, being respectful, yeah.
Yeah.
But
now for me.
But I'm always, people refer to me as that have seen the podcast, like, you're conservative, and Jordan's like,
it was a story of my life.
Open book.
Yeah.
And I think that's why it works, because we're like.
Do you know why I'm like that? Because I feel like that's like one of the only weapons that I have, is that I control the narrative. You know what I mean? Like a lot of people think that they know me and I say that I'm an open book and all this stuff, but like, you know what I allow you to see. And I allow you to see just enough to where you stay entertained. You think you know who I am and how I am and stuff. And it's like, that's great. That's what I want, you know, because then it's less likely for me to get hurt, you know, or fucked over.
You just said you were trying not to do that.
I am trying not to do that.
You just contradicted what you said in the beginning.
I'm telling you right now, I'm a walking contradiction. What do you mean?
You are.
I fucking changed my mind.
I could pull up clips from the different episodes where it's like, boop, boop,
100%. 100%. 100%. I see it too. I say it all the time. I'm a walking contradiction. I think it's because I can see things from all sides. Yeah, and I'm gullible as fuck. I am. You know, I might have a certain opinion or certain stance on something, and I can talk to one person who lets me look at it in a different way, and I'm like, mine changed. Completely feel a totally different way now. You know? I don't know. That's what it is.
All right, so.
And we're out.
Yes, we'll have more coming.
Ground control to Major Tone.
This will probably be the last video for 2025.
Oh my God, it is.
Yeah.
Can we get a theme song for our introduction and conclusion?
Yeah, we need
for next year.
We need to.
Ooh, do any local artists?
It's not a resolution. Our goal is to become more consistent and probably do like. We're shooting for 2 episodes a month and then more consistent social media stuff on the posting and links.
So any local artists that would like to help create our intro and what is it called? A conclusion song?
Malibu said she would do like some kind of DJ stuff.
Oh, yes.
She could come up with like something on there.
Maybe we can do the vocals. Like sing.
Yeah. I don't know, what type of stuff she can do, but she's been doing it for a while.
We could definitely sing.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out some kind
We
of
can come up with something catchy.
like a little intro. Shows
Yeah.
me twitching and you
Almost like I'm thinking of like a
Telling-
kind of like a
your facial expressions and me.
fucking like The Office type of, but like DJ,
Okay.
you know? I think so.
I like The Office.
I love The Office. I think that would be good idea, good vibes,
Okay.
on
We
brand.
can do that. All right, we're out.
Adios, muchachos.